Thank you for joining me here for 45 minutes of yin practice. And we'll start lying down. So you may like to spread out a blanket on your mat or use a small cushion under your head, as long as it's not too high. And then lie down in whichever way feels comfortable. So you may like to lie down where you have your knees bent, feet wider than your hips and knees together. But if it feels good to have your legs straight, you can do that too. So allowing your arms to relax, your head to relax, your arms heavy. Your head heavy. Pelvis heavy. Letting your legs sink into the ground. Allow your breath to be deep and effortless. It's a gentle undulation of your belly without forcing anything. And just taking this moment to reconnect with your body, to fully inhabit this space of physicality. And to really emphasize that, I'll share these words with you from J. Tsongkhapa from the 14th century. This precious human body. The human body, at peace with itself, is more precious than the rarest gem. Cherish your body. It is yours this one time only. The human form is one with difficulty. It is easy to lose. All worldly things are brief, like lightning in the sky. This life you must know as the tiny splash of a raindrop, a thing of beauty that disappears even as it comes into being. Therefore, recall your inspiration and aspiration. Resolve to make use of every day and night to realize them. And take 3 more nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Placing a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly as a reminder to reside in the center of your body, in the lower belly, the hara, and to practice and live from the heart. And as you practice for your own benefit, remember that we're practicing also for the benefit of all beings. One more nice deep breath in. And as exhale, let it go with a sigh. And then slowly draw your right knee in towards your chest as you extend the left leg out onto the floor, wrapping your hands around your right shin. And just gently drawing the knee towards your armpit You don't have to actively pull, so just holding the leg in place and getting a gentle compression in the right hip area, a gentle pull in the groin area. So keep your shoulders relaxed and the left leg relaxed. So as you allow there to be a heaviness in your physical body, just this feeling of melting into the ground, allow your energetic body to be vivid, your mind to be alert. And so even though there is this sense of relaxation on a physical level, there is not a dullness in your presence. You notice your natural flow of breath. And 2 more breaths here. As you keep your right knee bent, bend the left knee, place your left foot on the floor. Right ankle comes on your left knee, pointing the right knee to the side. And you could stay here, you could place your left foot on a block, or you bring your legs into your chest, holding your left shin. Or you could hold behind the left knee. Again, allowing the arms to keep your legs in place without actively pulling. Shoulders relaxed, the back of the pelvis drops into the ground. Allow your face to be relaxed. The tiny muscles around your eyes and your mouth soft. And let the back of your torso to rest evenly on the ground. So the right and the left shoulder blades, the back of your pelvis, right and left side, equal weight. And noticing where you feel sensations as the areas that are being compressed or pulled on are the main areas where chi is stimulated to flow more freely when you release the pose. And take one more nice deep breath. And then slowly lower your left foot back to the floor if it was up. And then grab your right arch with your right hand, letting the sole of the foot face the ceiling and the knee come towards your right armpits for half happy baby pose. And you could stay here with your left knee bent, or you could straighten the left leg if that works for you. And if you do, just make sure that your lower back doesn't arch. If it does, then just bend the left knee again. Allow the right arm to be heavy, the right shoulder relaxed, so the weight of the arm is keeping your right leg in place right now. See if you can allow the tissues around the right hamstring, the right glutes to release. And so that the right knee can really fall down towards the right armpit. Allowing the left leg to stay grounded, the left hip to stay on the floor. And take one more breath here. And then slowly release the right foot, extending the right leg out onto the floor. Taking a moment to notice any difference between your right and your left leg. Perhaps your right leg feels longer or more alive. Maybe the right hip feels a little looser. And then we'll repeat this sequence on the left side. So now bring the left knee in towards your chest. Just holding your shin with your hands, interlacing your fingers perhaps. Just the left Knee comes towards your left armpit. The right leg is relaxed and extended on the floor. Shoulders relaxed. No active pulling on the leg. Just let the weight of your arms draw the knee in. And see if you can really allow your body to unravel. So any tension melting and tightness releasing. And also allow any mental resistance to melt. And the less obstacles there are in your physical body and in your mind, more freely the chi can flow, allowing you to feel more energized, more alive, more balanced. And 2 more breaths here. And then bend your right knee with the right foot on the floor. Place your left ankle on the right knee, left knee pointing to the left. And then staying here, or bring your legs towards your chest, holding the right shin or behind the right knee. Again, keeping your weight balanced between the right and the left side of your torso. Shoulders relaxed, and no active pulling on the arms. Noticing your breath as it flows naturally. And noticing where the physical resistance is in your body and breathing into that space. As if your physical resistance were obstacles in a river, preventing it to flow, and as you breathe, it is like you're removing those obstacles so that the flow of chi, this river of energy, can flow more abundantly. And 2 more deep breaths here. And then carefully lower your left foot, your right foot to the floor and grab your left foot at the side of the arch, the left hand, letting the sole of the foot face the ceiling as the knee comes towards your armpit. The right knee can stay bent, or you can straighten the right leg as long as the lower back doesn't arch when you do that. And just letting the weight of the left arm hang from the left foot. It's half happy baby. Really great way to create space in the hamstrings and the hip area. So keep your right shoulder and the right hip on the floor. And just as an experiment, notice what happens when you actively extend the right leg and flex the foot and reach the heel away from you. And then relax the right leg again. You may notice this side feels different, maybe tighter, maybe looser. Breathing into the areas that feel stuck. And take one more deep breath here. And then slowly release the left foot and extend your leg out onto the mat, and noticing now both legs. Noticing, even though you've only worked on the lower part of your body, that perhaps that also has an effect on the upper part of your body. And then slowly roll onto your belly. And you may like to move your blanket to your right side, so you have that available next to your mat. And starting with your chest down, head down. Bring your right knee out to the side, bending your knee. The leg is at about hip height, maybe a little bit lower. And so really letting the right hip to stay heavy so the pelvis doesn't lift. And then you can stay there or come onto your elbows. So you're in Sphinx pose with a half frog leg. If it feels too intense to be on your elbows, you can stay on your belly or just bring the elbows a little further out in front for less arched in the lower back. Relax the left leg, your belly, allowing the spine to just hang. If there's any tightness in your neck, you could support your head, just bringing on your elbows, bringing your palms together and let your forehead rest against your thumbs. Relax your jaw, your tongue. Soft eyes, even though they may be closed. And 2 more breaths here. And then slowly lower your chest and your head down. Carefully straighten your right leg. Then bring your hands under your shoulders. Come up to your knees. Bringing the right knee forward. The right foot towards your left hand. Sliding the left leg back for sleeping swan pose. If this doesn't work for your right knee, then you can come back to the figure 4 that we did on the back with the left knee or the right ankle on the left knee. So if you're good here, then you can come down on your elbows, just making sure that your left hip stays weighted forward so you're not leaning into your right glute. You can stay on your elbows to start, giving a little traction with the elbows forward to move your weight back in towards your hips. Allowing the pelvis to square so the hip bones are both equally pointing forward. If there's a big gap under your right buttock, then slide a blanket to support. And you could stay on your elbows or lower your chest and your head down. And so in this more intense pose, again, notice where there is resistance in your physical body and see if you can breathe into it. And if there's any mental resistance, just ask yourself this question: what am I exactly resisting right now? And notice what answer comes to mind. And 2 more breaths here. And carefully support yourself coming up, leaning towards your right buttock to bring your left leg around, extending both legs. And then carefully rolling down, lying on your back, just noticing for a moment, again, any difference between your right and your left leg. And then from here, roll onto your belly, so you're facing now the opposite side of your mat. We'll be doing the exact same thing on the left side. So with your chest and your head down, bring your left knee out to the side and your blanket should still be there. And you could stay down, chest and the head, or come onto your elbows for Sphinx pose with this half frog leg. Letting your spine hang. Belly is soft. Relaxing the legs. And again, if you need to support your neck, then you can let your head rest on your thumbs, bringing the hands up like this. Noticing your breath. Take one more nice deep breath here. Complete breath out. And then slowly lower your chest and your head down, resting your head on your hands. Carefully straighten the left leg. Just noticing the increased flow of blood and chi in the lower back area into the left leg. And then bring hands under shoulders to come onto your knees. And then bring the left knee forward, the left foot towards your right wrist, and heel toe the right foot behind you for sleeping swan. Again, variation is to be on your back in a figure 4 stretch. Coming down onto your elbows to start. Allow the right hip to be heavy, so let the right hip really release forward and down towards the ground. So the hip stays square and you're not leaning into the left glute. If there is a big gap between the ground and your left glute, to slide a blanket or a cushion there. And keeping your jaw relaxed, your breath soft. Giving a little traction with your elbows forward to shift your weight really back into your hips, not in the front knee. And then you could stay on your elbows if you like, or lower your chest and your head. Make sure that you keep the right hip rolling forward, and so you don't sink into the left glute. Breathing into the area of the most sensation. Allowing the breath to wiggle itself into areas that feel constricted. Letting the exhale help you to relax a little bit more. 2 more breaths here. And support yourself with your hands and arms to come back up. Carefully lean in towards your left glute, bringing the right leg around. And to come lie down on your back. Arms resting at a comfortable distance away from your body, closing your eyes. Just noticing the sensations in your legs and anywhere else in your body as an effect from your practice today. And letting the body relax and sink into the ground just for a few moments. And taking in again these words about this precious human body. The human body at peace with itself is more precious than the rarest gem. Cherish your body. It is yours this one time only. The human form is one with difficulty. It is easy to lose. All worldly things are brief, like lightning in the sky. This life you must know as the tiny splash of a raindrop, a thing of beauty that disappears even as it comes into being. Therefore, recall your inspiration and aspiration. Resolve to make use of every day and night to realize them. And then take a couple of nice deep breaths. And slowly draw your knees in towards your chest. Carefully rolling to your side. And slowly coming back to sit. Closing your eyes just for another moment to notice how your body feels right now. This precious human body. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your head as a gesture of gratitude towards yourself, towards your body. Or taking the time to practice, to allow you to practice. And as a gesture of offering the benefits of our practice to all beings. Thank you so much for joining me here today.